Hey everyone, it's Jeff Douglas, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Certified Athletic Trainer, and owner of The Defensive Doctor. And today I am going to show you 2 tests, assessments, evaluation tools that I use for my golfers or rotational athletes. I primarily work with golfers, so these are 2 things that I usually use to assess thoracic spine rotation. All right, so our spine is made up of 3 segments. We have the neck, cervical spine, mid-back, thoracic spine, T-spine, or the low back, the lumbar spine, okay? And when we do a golf swing, we want most of the rotation to come from our hips and our T-spine or our thoracic spine. So when I rotate, we want a lot of rotation to come from that mid-back region, okay? And so this test or these assessments check to see if you or the golfer I'm working with has adequate thoracic rotation to allow them to have an optimal swing, okay? If you look at some of the longest hitters out there, a lot of people get caught up in what's called the X factor, and that's how much your shoulder separates from your hips, turning, and then it's like a degree angle between the two. And you'll find that some individuals, even the longest hitters, don't have as much T-spine as other individuals that hit the ball just as far. So it's not the say all be all. You don't need all the thoracic rotation in the world to be one of the longest ball hitters out there. But it can help, all right? And for sure, if you are limited, it's really gonna, so if you're severely limited, it's gonna hinder your ability to get in positions in your backswing to allow you to successfully have a downswing, and it probably will take away a little power too if you're severely limited, okay? So how much are you limited if you are? But again, having more and more doesn't mean better always in this case when it comes to your thoracic spine rotation. So this first one, you need a chair, you need 3 clubs, all right? And this is how it goes. So we're gonna take 2 clubs and we're gonna make a 90-degree angle, so an X, but we're gonna rotate it, all right? And then you're gonna set that down right in front of your feet. So it was 90 degrees between the 2, but we rotated it. And now because we have rotated it, we have created a 45-degree angle from where I'm sitting, where those clubs are. Take your other club, put it across your chest, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate. So I'm rotating into my downswing, and to be a pass on this test, you need to get to at least 45. So the club that's across your chest has to at least get in line with that club that's on the ground. So you have someone that watching you, put a camera down that line so you can see if you make it, okay? So if you get to 45, you should have adequate thoracic rotation for you to have a successful swing. Now, most golfers are gonna have more, all right? As you can see, I'm way past. Here's 45 roughly, and I get there. So that's my downswing, and then my backswing, same thing. Here's 45, and I got more. And by sitting, it locks the pelvis in place, keeps the lumbar spine pretty much in place, and it then just focuses the rotation mostly at your thoracic spine. I don't want to see people tilting when they do this, all right? We're not doing any of this side bend. We just want straight, good rotation at our thoracic spine, all right? So that's the Titleist Performance Insitute way of assessing the thoracic spine quickly. I'm going to show you another way that I like to do with my clients, which is the thoracic spine with our lumbar locked out. And so I'll quickly show you how that one works. Okay, so this is the next test that I'd like to do with my golfers, and this is the lumbar lock thoracic rotation test. So it's a lumbar lock because we're gonna sit back almost like we're in a child's pose and come down, and because by us sitting back, it locks the lumbar out, and then it makes all the motion come from our thoracic spine. So pretty much act like you're sitting back on your calves. You put one hand down, and then I put one hand on my sternum, right in that bone, right in the middle of our chest, and you are going to rotate. So make sure you're sitting back, don't lean forward, sit back, and you're going to rotate and see how much thoracic rotation you get, okay? So general population will normally get 50 to 70 degrees. So if I start here, there's my shoulder, and I start rotating that shoulder, how many degrees? So there's about roughly 45. So you could take a picture, say you got to it, and then you would start from here. How many degrees it move from here, all the way up, keeping it, your butt sitting back right there. All right, and then you would come back. Now I would do, this would be my backswing. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Okay, so general populations usually about 50 to 70 degrees, and the rotational athletes will see commonly have 70 to 90 degrees in this test. Just because, again, adaptations over time, the body will have extra rotational capabilities if you're a rotational athlete for most. And if you get into some Stuart McGill's work, he'll talk about how people have thick spines and they can't rotate as much, and then you have people who have thinner spines that are more flexible, and a lot of times those are the golfers you see, and that's why they can get so much more rotational motion and more of a whip going when they are swinging their clubs. That gives them the club head speed to get the ball speed to make it travel. So hope this helps. These are two ways you can self-identify if you're lacking thoracic rotation. If you are lacking thoracic rotation, then find a professional near you to either assess you to make sure that you're confident in this, or someone that can help you, guide you through exercises and give you a well-designed program to help you work on any potential areas that need improvement through a well-designed and thoroughly done assessment.